Good evening. I'm Vanessa Filbert, Chief Executive Officer of the Community Action Partnership of Lancaster County. I'm honored to be co-hosting alongside Christy Arn, our Chief Development Officer, for the first virtual Envision Gala, where we envision a world without domestic violence. On behalf of the domestic violence team, we want to welcome you. So whether you're watching in your pajamas or maybe a little dressed up, we just thank you for being here tonight. Together, we have an opportunity to unite and truly make a difference. A pandemic won't stop our work, and really, we need your help more now than ever.
And we want to hear from you. Please chat with us on social media and share photos of your watch parties using hashtag DVSGala. Now, just a reminder, the silent auction is still open, but will close at 8 p.m. So if you haven't yet registered to bid or donate, please text 243-725, that's 243-725, to DVS Gala, which is listed at the bottom of your screen. In addition, for your convenience, we suggest using a TV or a computer screen to watch the live program, and then a phone or tablet to bid, so you won't miss out on any of the action. Also, for every $100 you spend or donate tonight, you will be entered to win a Celebrate Downtown Lancaster package, which includes a stay at the Lancaster Marriott at Penn Square, 2 Fulton Opera House tickets, and $100 in downtown dollars to use at all your favorite retail shops and restaurants. This package will be awarded at the end of the evening in thanks for your generosity.
This evening, we will not only have fun, but we're going to share with you the important work of our Domestic Violence Services team. We're going to recognize our 2020 DVS Catalyst for Change Award winner. We're going to hear how domestic violence services have impacted the lives of survivors. And also tonight, we're going to take the opportunity to share more of the impact that we do in this work. So without further ado, let's get started and check in with Andy Keller from HK Keller to give us an update. Andy?
Thank you, Vanessa. I am so thrilled to be here again this year. I'm sorry we can't be together in person, but this is going to be so much fun. You can take a look at our silent auction items. There's some active bidding currently on a bunch of items. So make sure you check those out on your computer screen or on your phone. And if you haven't yet registered to bid, you can do so now so you don't miss out on these fabulous items. The number for you to text is at the bottom of the screen. And new this year, we have some immediate needs to fill in purchasing children's backpacks and providing counseling and legal representation to survivors. Click on the live auction and the project giving tab in the Giving Center to view those things. And just a note, if you have been outbid in the silent auction, you will receive a text message reminder instructing you to bid again. That way, you don't miss out on an item that you want to buy. You also have the option to set a maximum bid and to let the software bid for you up to that max amount. So that way you can sit back and relax and enjoy our program tonight. Also, don't forget, we have some live auction items. They'll be auctioned off later, so they're just available for preview right now. But check those out so that you're registered and ready to bid when we get to that time. We have items like a weekend getaway at the Eastern Shore in Maryland. We have a day with Lancaster Mayor Deneen Sirachi. We have a Sook Shugley original painting. We have Dude for a Day from Two Dudes Painting, and the always popular personalized cornhole set, and a Florida home adventure. There are many opportunities to give tonight and support the work of domestic violence services. We need your support, so bid often and give generously. Christy, back to you.
A night like this would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, who I would like to take the chance to recognize now. Visionary, Sharon Hargrave. Dreamer, Peg Brown. Benefactors, Fran and Michael Kane, Sherry and Tony Shavinsky, Mutual of America Financial Group, and UPMC Health Plan. Friend sponsors, EHD, McNeese, Highmark, Schwanger Brothers, TW Panessa, and Wellspan, and patron-level sponsors Allegra Events, Fulton Bank, and Moravian Manor. In addition, I would like to thank all of our auction item donors as well. We would not be able to do the silent and live auctions without you. Would you please join me in thanking our sponsors and auction donors?
On behalf of the board, I would like to personally thank Christine Gilfillan, our Director of Domestic Violence Services, and her staff and her volunteers for their unwavering commitment to the services they provide through emergency shelter services, counseling services, housing services, and our children's program. The staff of Domestic Violence Services has been busy at work during this pandemic throughout the year. Here's a glimpse of the impact that they're making in our community. I'm so honored to work alongside such a dedicated group, including Christine Gilfillan, who I mentioned before, and who will share with you tonight the difference your generosity can make in the lives of domestic violence survivors. Christine?
Thank you, Vanessa. Good evening, everyone. 2020 started much like any other year for DVS. And then on March 16th, my staff and I sat in stunned silence as we contemplated the gravity of a public health pandemic and the impact of all of us needing to stay at home, the impact on victims of domestic violence, for DVS services, and for ourselves and our families. We handle difficult and dangerous situations every day, but never in our history had we faced such a crisis. In addition to worrying about how we would operate, we knew right away that victims of domestic violence now faced even greater danger and yet another obstacle to gaining safety from their abusers, being confined at home with them. We took a few deep breaths and then we moved into action mode. We reduced our in-person staffing to the absolute minimum and started working remotely to continue to provide our essential services. By April 7th, we had launched our crisis text hotline so that survivors would have a safer way to contact us. Staff members with no access to technology at home were brought online as quickly as possible, and our counseling and case management services went remote. For the first few weeks, there was a dramatic drop in victims reaching out for help. But soon, calls and texts increased, and we began sheltering victims and children in local hotel rooms where they received support, safety planning, and other DVS services. Tonight, we have 11 families living in hotels in Lancaster. And your support is more important than ever. We've had to cover expenses that were not in our budget. For example, we will continue to rely on a combination of our safe house and hoteling for survivors for the foreseeable future. We've worked tirelessly and creatively with the help of CAP, our coalition, and our community to meet this challenge. Your ongoing support ensures that our critical services will continue uninterrupted as we weather this crisis for the remainder of 2020 and beyond. I'd also like to share some silver linings. We've made changes to our programs that will serve victims of domestic violence more effectively. While we still always prefer face-to-face, holding counseling sessions on web-based platforms opens up services for suburban and rural victims, including those with transportation and childcare issues. Holding education sessions, meetings, and trainings on web-based platforms means they are recordable and more accessible. We're even reimagining how to use the space in our buildings. Finally, I'd like to express gratitude. I want to thank the DVS staff because they are amazing and committed. They have been brave, patient, and flexible under these circumstances. Thank you to the DVS Gala Committee, including our co-chairs, Kate Duke and Linda Gort, for their incredible work to turn this year's gala into a virtual evening that you can enjoy from the safety of your home. Thank you to CAP's development team led by Christy, and to Allegra Events, Susan, Christine, and Aaron, for bravely conquering the world of virtual events.
Thank you, Christine, for all that you do and your staff do to help domestic violence survivors and their children. Now let's check in with Andy for an auction update.
As Christine shared, Domestic Violence Services of Lancaster needs our help now more than ever. We're asking for your support by bidding and donating tonight. Just a reminder that our silent auction will be closing at 8 o'clock, so in about 20 minutes. If you haven't registered to bid, you can do that by texting 243-725, use the keyword DVS Gala, and text it to 243-725. Let's take a look at our top silent auction items right now. It looks like we have the Good Spirits Party Basket is getting a lot of action. Some of the other items, we have some artwork available, some shopping, some Google devices, some jewelry. Check those out in the silent auction. That's going to be closing soon. You don't want to miss out on these fabulous items. All of the proceeds from tonight benefit Domestic Violence Services of Lancaster. And don't forget that every $100 that you spend or donate tonight will enter you in to win our Celebrate Downtown Lancaster package. That includes an overnight stay at the Lancaster Marriott at Penn Square and downtown dollars that can be spent at Lancaster's best restaurants and retail shops. This package will be awarded at the end of the evening tonight in recognition of your gratitude, of your generosity.
Thank you, Andy, for that update. I am so excited about our 6 featured live auction items tonight. Let's take a quick preview. Number 101, Getaway Weekend on the Eastern Shore in Maryland. Number 102, A Day with Mayor Sirachi. Number 103, Sook Shugli Original. Number 104, Dude for a Day from Two Dudes Painting. Number 105, a personalized cornhole set. And number 106, a Florida home adventure.
And just a reminder, if you need to find those items, you can use the Browse Items button from the menu on the left side of the screen and click on Live Auction. You're also going to get a text a minute or two before the live auction starts, which should be starting in just a moment. Okay, so our first item. I am so excited. You have an opportunity to buy some wonderful things. Our first item is an Eastern Shore trip to Maryland. And that bidding should be available now, so check it out. Looks like we are going to get started. Our first bid for that item, we're looking for $750 to get going in the live auction. $750 to start. $750, who will give $750 to start it? $750, $750 could have bid at $750. $750, just click to bid on that live auction item. $750. $750 could have bid at $750. $750 could have bid at $750, bid at $750. $750, who will bid $750? This home is amazing. You get a long weekend in Maryland. The dates are flexible. You just need to work those out with the Walker family who donated this for us tonight. It's a classic modern post and beam waterfront home, and it sits at the end of a half-mile gravel driveway. It overlooks Davis Creek, which is a tributary to the Chester River. It's located in Rock Hall, Maryland, which is just about a 2-hour drive from here. All right, looks like we have bidding at $850. We're looking for $950, $850 and now $950, $850 and $950, could have bid at $950. $850 is bid, looking for $950. Click to bid $950, $850 and $950, could have bid at $950. $850 and $950, could have bid at $950. $850 and $950. $850 to bid, $950, could have bid at $950. $850 is bid and $950. This item's about to close. Click to bid at $950. I have $850 bid and $950. $850 and $950, could have bid at $950. $850 and $950. $850 and $950, could have bid at $950. $850 and $950. Last chance. Looking for $950. We have $850 bid. Looks like we got $950. Now $1050. $1,050. $950 and $1050. $950 and $1050, could have bid at $1,050. $1,050 is what we're looking for this home. Looks like it has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a screened-in porch and deck. Wonderful opportunity to get away. There's a private sandy kayak launch. All right, that item is now sold, $950. Congratulations, Beth. You are the winner of our first live auction item tonight. All right, our second item is A Day with Lancaster Mayor Deneen Sirachi. This is item number 102. You get to spend the day with the mayor. You'll go to lunch. You get a tour of City Hall, a tour of a department of your choice, as well as a certificate recognizing your experience that day. What do you want to bid for this? We're looking for $500 to start it. $500 to go. A day with the mayor. $500. $5 could have bid at $500. Who will bid $5? Could have bid at $500. $5 could have bid at $500. Who will give $5? Would have bid $500. $500. Just a reminder, all of the proceeds from our auction, from our silent and live auctions, all of our donations tonight go to support the mission of DVS. Looking for $500 for a day with the mayor. $500. Looks like we have a bid. $500 and now $6. $5 and $6 could have bid at a $600. $500 bid and $6 could have bid at a $600. $500 and $600. Looking for $600 to spend a day with the mayor. $500 and $600. $500 is bid and now $6 could have bid at a $600. $500 and $600. $500 and $600. This item's about to close. I have a $500 bid, looking for $600. $500 and $600. $500 bid and $6 could have bid at a $600. $600 could have bid at a $600. $500 and $600. Last chance, looking for $600. $500 and $600. $5 and $6 could have bid at a $600. $600 could have bid at a $600. I have $500 bid, looking for $600. $500 and $600. Last chance, $500, looking for $600. All right, that item is closed. It's sold, $500. Congratulations to Linda. You are the winner for that item, $500. Thank you so much. Our next item, this is item 103. Make sure you click to bid on this. It's an original Suk Shugli painting. It's entitled Foggy Morning, and it's an acrylic. All right, what do you want to get for this piece? How about $500 to start? Looking for $500. That's our minimum that we can start with tonight. $500 is the first bid. $500 could have bid at a $5, could have bid at a $500 to start. $5 could have bid at a $500, bid at a $5, could have bid at a $500. $5 could have bid at a $500. Looking for $500 on the Suk Shugli piece. She is an internationally recognized artist based in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. $500. Looking for $5, could have bid at a $500. $5 could have bid at a $5, could have bid at a $5, could have bid at a $500. Looking for $500. If you're interested, click to bid. $500 to get us started. $500 could have bid at a $5. We'll give you a chance here. $5 could have bid at a $500. Last chance to bid. Looking for $500. All right, we're going to hold on that item. If you are interested, you can reach out to us at DVS, and we may be able to get that item to you. We need $500 to make that happen.
There is a bid. There is a bid that came through.
Oh, we did get a bid and another bid. All right, we're at $600. $600 and $700. We'll keep going. $6 and $7. Looking for $700. We'll give you a chance to bid again. $600 bid and $7. $6 and $7 could have bid at a $700. $600 bid and $7 could have bid at a $700. $600 bid and $700. $6 and $7 could have bid at a $700. $600 bid and $7 could have bid at a $700. $600 bid and $700. Last chance. This item's about to close. Looking for $700. We're going to sell it. $600 is bid. Looking for $700. $600 and $700. $600 bid and looking for $700. All right, we're going to close that item. Sold for $600. Congratulations. You are the winner, paying $600 for that. Thank you so much. It's going to make such a big difference in the work that we can do at DVS. All right, our next item, this is 104. You get a dude for a day. You can help finish, or you don't have to help. They will help you finish an interior or an exterior painting project in your home. You get 8 hours of labor. You just need to provide the paint, the primer, or any other finishing materials to be completed. All right, what do you want to give for this? We're looking for $200 to start it. So $200, who will give $200? 2 to go, could have bid at a $200. You get a dude for a day, 8 hours of painting. $200 to go. 2 to go, could have bid at a 2 and now $250. $200 bid and $250. I have $200 bid and now $250. $200 and $250 could have bid at a $250. $250 and 3. $250 bid, now 3 could have bid at a $300. $300 could have bid at a 3. $250 bid and now 3 could have bid at a 3. $250 and 3. I have $250 bid and 3. Think of how nice it's going to be to sit back and relax while all the painting gets done for you. $250 bid and $300. $250, now 3 could have bid at a $300. I have $250 bid, looking for $300. $253 and now $350. $300 bid and $350 could have bid at a $350. I have $300 bid and now $350. $300, looking for $350. $350 could have bid at a $350. Could have bid at a $350. $300 bid and $350. $300, now $350. $300 and $350. This item is about to close. Get your last bid in. $350 is what we're looking for. $300, now $350. $300 and $350 could have bid at $350. $300 bid and $350. $300 bid and $350. Last chance, get a bid in. $350 is your last chance, and that item is now sold. $300. Congratulations to Crystal. You are the winner for $300. All right, next up, this is the ever-famous personalized cornhole set. So we're going to start the bidding for this at $90. You get an opportunity to buy item number 105, a personalized cornhole set. It will be built to your theme. Looking for $90 to get it started. 90 to go. Who will give 90? Could have bid at 90, now 100 and 110. I have a $100 bid and 110. Could have bid at 110. $100, 110, 20, 30, 40, up to 60, 170. $170. Who will bid 170? I have a 160 bid and now 170. 160 bid and 170. Could have bid at a 170. 160 and 170. Could have bid at a 170. I have 160 bid. Looking for 170. 160 and 170. 160 bid. Looking for 170. 160, 170. Last chance to bid. This item is about to close. I have a $160 bid, looking for $170. You'll have a lot of fun in the backyard playing cornhole. Looks like we got some more bids coming in. 180, 190. Looking for 190 now. I have a 180 bid and now 190. 180 and 190. Could have bid at a 190. 180 now 90. 180 bid and 190. Could have bid at a 90. Could have bid at a 90. I have 180 bid now 90. 180 and 90. Could have bid at 190. 180 bid and 190. 180 is bid and 190. Last chance. This item is about to close. 190 is what we're looking for. 180 bid and 190. 180, 190. Could have bid at a 190. Sold. This item is sold. Congratulations, Nancy. You are the winner for $180. Thank you so much. Our last chance in the live auction, you can purchase a Florida home adventure. This is an opportunity to travel. You go to the nearby the Weeki Wachee State Park, a Florida home. You get 7 days, 6 nights. It sleeps up to 6 people. It's located on the Palm Canal in Weeki Wachee, Florida. It's a quiet and peaceful retreat. You can watch wildlife, you can kayak, fish, or you can just relax by the water. What do you want to get for this one? We have a bid for $400, looking for $500. $400 bid and 5, could have bid at a $500. $405, could have bid at a 5, could have bid at a $500. $400 bid and 5. 4 is bid, now 5, could have bid at a $500. Looking for $500. $400 bid and 5, could have bid at a 5, could have bid at a $500. $400 bid and 5, could have bid at a 5. I have $400 bid, looking for 5. $405, could have bid at a $500. $405. There are kayaks and bikes included on the property for your use. There's also games, a pack and play, a high chair, baby gate, anything you'd need to bring the family on a wonderful vacation. At $400, we're looking for $500. $400 and $500 for 6 nights, 7 days, looking for $500. 400 is bid and 500. 405 could have bid at a $500. $400 bid and 5. We are going to close the bidding soon on this. 400 and 500 is about to close. Bid for $500. This is your last chance. 400 and 500 could have bid at a 5. $400 bid and 5. I have $400 bid, looking for $500. 5 could have bid at a 5. Could have bid at a 500. 500 last chance. We're at 400, looking for $500. 400 and 500. This is your last chance. Click to bid, and it is sold. $400. Congratulations to Patricia. You're going to Florida. All right, that wraps it up for our live auction. And let's go to Christy.
Thanks, Andy. And congratulations to all the silent and live auction winners. You'll receive an email next week to arrange pickup or delivery of your items.
Hang on.
As we envision a world without domestic violence, we also recognize community members who have made a significant impact in the lives of survivors and the entire community. The 2020 Catalyst for Change Award winner has supported our mission for decades as a volunteer mentor, advisory committee member, and a Gala committee member. I would like to present this year's Catalyst for Change Award winner, Fran Kane.
I was on a leave of absence from teaching, and I saw a volunteer training for working with women in abusive situations. So basically, the newspaper got me involved with helping out. I think I hit every possible role you could have. I started out in the children's program, and then I went to, I helped with the startup of Bridge House and became a mentor for many years at Bridge House. And then I was moved into an advisory committee, and I wore many hats in there. I ended up being the fundraiser committee for the advisory committee. And then I helped start the Gala, which has been going on for 17 years already. So those are all the things that I became involved in. I think out of all the volunteer efforts, mentoring was my favorite. I loved being one-on-one. Again, all my experience has been with women and their children, and I love women helping other women. And the biggest part of it was empowerment. And I really became empowered as a result of this. And I learned how important it is to have friendships and to give a little of yourself, what you've been through, to show respect, to be supportive. It's so rewarding to support other people. And I'm still in touch with many of the women that I have worked with over the years, because we did become friends.
The more I learned about Fran in our personal interview, the more convinced I was that she was someone that would do wonderful things. But the more conversations we had, it was obvious her compassion was about women in general and just getting people, helping them get to a better place in her life. You know, she believed in investing in young people and in young women. And so it was just natural that she ended up being involved with domestic violence issues. She has a voice, and she likes to make sure people understand how other people live. So she comes from a very diverse background. You could count on Fran. She's just one of those people. If she believes in something, she's passionate, she'll make a commitment, and if she says she's going to do it, she does it. And that's the thing I love about Fran, that she accepts people for who they are. She's not a judger of, because what your past may have been or how you grew up. She believes in diversity, and she treats people. She opens up her home to you. She's just someone that just makes this world a better place because of who she is.
And Fran is truly, truly committed to whatever she does. And I'm not sure of the impact on her, except that Fran doesn't talk about those things in terms of expounding herself and what she's involved in. But I know that has a great deal of meaning to her, that she's enjoyed the mentoring. And now I never heard much, because Fran is wise enough not to talk about people in their situations, and not even talk about the situations, let alone give names. But the stories initially, when she worked with the children, were the cutest. Because Fran is a very happy, upbeat person. And she gets people delighted and happy to help and do things. She gets them excited about it. It's just, I wish I had the magic, I wish a lot of it's just within Fran. She really has, I think, a star or light that shines from her.
Well, she's been a catalyst for change for all of those things, because when you talk about her involvement over 27 years ago, domestic violence was just really being talked about. She was willing to go out and do speaking engagements. She doesn't like public speaking, but she would do small groups because she had something to say. She would also do the fairs at different places to make sure the information is getting out. She would be verbal in terms of just what she has to say. It's always to the point. She doesn't have to add a lot of fluff. She just tells you what's going on, and she'll tell you why you should get involved. She'll talk from the experience of being with women at the shelter what it's been like in different arenas. She knows the kids who grew up in school, and she could see the violence and how it's affected them. Working with the kids and some of her students, I'm sure she still kept in touch with over a period of time. So the change maker, the catalyst, she was the person that brought in different people who never talked about domestic violence. Now you have a whole group of people who were talking about domestic violence and also being involved with DVS. So that is what real change is about, when you can involve all those sectors to get to one point and to complete something that is hard and not completed, but certainly in a much different place than it was 27 years ago.
We've always said that our dream, every time we go to do the budget and decide what we want to do, our dream is to never even need a shelter. But it hasn't happened yet. So yes, to see a future without domestic violence would mean that we're being respectful of one another. We're giving support. We're hoping that victims get courage to move on, empower them, and most of all, hope, giving hope. But we can't do any of this unless we decide that there is zero tolerance for abusing and domestic violence in our community. Zero tolerance. And then we can make a coordinated, cooperative effort to make this go away. Although I am most appreciative of and humbled by the Catalyst for Change Award, my years of volunteer efforts with domestic violence services have never been about personal recognition. As a teacher in the school district of Lancaster, I became aware of problems directly related to domestic violence in our community. When I retired, I saw a possibility for me to become personally involved in assisting and supporting individuals who are in abusive situations. I've been blessed over the years to work with such dedicated and committed individuals who work tirelessly to assist victims in domestic violence. I don't feel worthy of special consideration, but again, thank you. And let us continue to support domestic violence services of Lancaster County as we confront the ongoing problem of domestic violence in our community, and to envision a world, a future without domestic violence. I would like to thank everyone for their generous support this evening during these unprecedented times, during our virtual gala tonight, and hope to see everyone next year for the 2021 gala, which will be live. So again, thank you for all your support.
Congratulations, Fran, and thank you, Bonnie and Sharon, for your kind words about Fran. I met Fran when I first arrived at DVS. Immediately, I was warmed by her presence and impressed by her commitment to domestic violence survivors. In my role, she has provided support and guidance that I will never forget. I'm so grateful to you, Fran, for everything. We thought about how to honor Fran in a way that would be meaningful for her. Fran is a gardener, like me, so I'm excited to announce that this fall, with the help of Sue Burrell, Fran's friend, and with Fran's input, we plan to install and dedicate a garden in her honor at Bridge House, where she mentored survivors. We hope that many of you will be able to join us in person at that gathering. Fran, we can't thank you enough for your tremendous contribution toward a community and a world free of domestic violence. The reason why Fran and others in our community give so much and why your support tonight is so critical is simple. It is about empowering survivors of domestic violence and their children to heal from the trauma they've experienced and begin new lives of their own choosing. Our Safe House, legal services, counseling, children's programming, and bridge housing comprise a continuum of care from the moment of crisis to liberation. At this time, I would like to introduce you to one such survivor, Jasmine.
The relationship I had was very toxic because I was not healed from what happened to me growing up. So therefore, just repeating the cycles of verbal abuse, mental also. So I was here in Lancaster for 6 months, going to meetings, doing everything that I had to stay sober. And he started complaining that I was doing too many meetings and that we didn't have no time together. I stopped, and that same weekend, I relapsed. So after I relapsed, his father kind of like did not want me in the house, and so I was forced to leave, and I ended up at the YWCA. And from there, I moved into the Water Street Mission, which while being there, I relapsed. I left for a weekend, and somehow God allowed them to get me back, to take me back in, because I have no family in Lancaster or in Pennsylvania whatsoever. At that time, I didn't have anyone. So they allowed me to come back in, and I finished the program, got Section 8, my apartment, and my own, place with my daughter. It was like probably a year until I started again with the pills and slowly moving into my drug of choice again. I've met some people that I consider friends at the time, but I was lonely, depressed. I didn't have no self-esteem at all. I was a people pleaser, so I had allowed them to walk all over me and do whatever they wanted with my life and my place and me. I ended up getting pregnant by a much younger guy. I was still living in that apartment and moved when my son was just months old. And once I moved to Queen Street, that's when hardcore stuff started happening. Like, him and I were very toxic, but this is physical toxic. He drugged me from the top of the stairs by my legs all the way to the bottom from the second floor. It was very toxic. Yeah, I had to call the cops on him several times. So he was a very mentally abusive as well as physical. I met Jennifer, in prison, Lancaster County Prison. She started teaching us about red flags and started teaching us about things that I wasn't even aware of, that no one ever talked to me about. What was verbal abuse, physical abuse. So it was amazing what I was learning with her, that I said, when I come out, I have to meet with you. I have to learn more. I want to learn more because I do not want to continue in this cycle. So I know that the future, there's a vision for my life, there's a purpose for my life, and everything that I went through is part of that purpose. So reaching out to domestic violence has been by far one of the best things that I've done. I have found myself, I have found so much about myself and about the things that I should and should not allow in my life. Oh, I don't know what the future holds for me. I just know that it is bright. Reach out to someone. Do not be afraid. That is not the norm. If it hurts you, it doesn't belong with you.
I think that Jasmine is a great representative of what putting in the work and utilizing the services that we have available at Domestic Violence Services. The counseling is a huge component, the educational piece of it. Over the years that I've worked with Domestic Violence Services of Lancaster, I've seen so many of those aha moments where somebody says, I've never heard this information before, but knowing that there's other people that are experiencing the same type of abuse and oppression that I'm experiencing makes it a little bit easier to talk about, a little bit easier to deal with, and understanding that there is help and there is support out there. Jasmine has sent other people to us over the years as well, and it's great to see her in her life today. She has all the things that she was working towards back then. She's reached all of her goals, and she's just a happy young lady and living the life that she always dreamed that she would have one day.
For the past 44 years, Domestic Violence Services of Lancaster has helped over 74,000 survivors of abuse, and over 270,000 nights of shelter have been provided. Unfortunately, the need continues, and even now, during this time, during the pandemic, we need your help. There are many victims who are in isolation with their abuser. Tonight, we have the opportunity to do more.
That's right, Vanessa. We're going to do that right now, and not by raising your bid card like we've done in the past, but by raising your phone and clicking Donate Now. If you look on the menu on the left side of the screen, if you're on a computer, it'll say Donate Now. Click on that, it'll take you to the page where you can donate. If you're using a mobile device, you can click the menu button and scroll down to Donate Now and click to go. All right, this is your last opportunity to give and support tonight, so we're going to give you that opportunity now. It might be a virtual gala, but the impact of your donation is very real.
Hey, Andy, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a super exciting announcement. We just received notice that an anonymous donor wants to start us off with $5,000 in match money.
Christy, that is incredible. What that means for our friends and supporters, that if you give $100, that's going to be doubled, and it'll provide $200 of impact. So we have a $5,000 match. That means if you give $2,000, that impact will mean $4,000 of difference that we can provide in the lives of those served by DVS. Get your phones in hand and let's go. Our first level of giving is $2,000. We're looking for people to donate tonight. $2,000 equates to about a month of safe house services, or it could provide legal representation by an attorney from the Domestic Violence Legal Center at DVS. That would be for a child custody or a support case. Who's willing to give $2,000? Just click on that button, the $2,000 button, to donate now. If you use the menu, you can click the Donate Now button. It'll take you to that page. There are the options of how much to donate. Looking for donors at $2,000. Who's going to come in and be a hero for us tonight, giving $2,000 to provide a month at the safe house or legal representation? Looking for donors at $2,000. We have so many people that have already donated. This is wonderful. Some of these people even donated before we started tonight. Eric and Laura, thank you so much. Joyce, Catherine, and Mike. Michael, John, Heather, Ed, and Stephanie, thank you so much for your generosity. If you would give $1,000 tonight, that would provide 2 weeks of safe house services for an adult and for 2 children. So click that button to give $1,000. The donations are pouring in. Thank you, Teresa and John and Deborah. Thank you, Joyce and Bridget. Oh, it looks like we've reached our match amount. So we've just boosted our amount by $5,000 thanks to your generosity. It's going to jump up here in a moment. Thank you so much, Bridget, Allison, and Eileen. All right. Oh, we jumped to 12. We're at $12,000 already raised. This is amazing. All right. We're going to move to the $500 level. Who's going to give now? Just click the $500 button to support us and support the mission of DVS. $500 provides 1 week at the safe house or up to 6 educational sessions for a group of children at DVS. So click that button to give $500. Thank you so much to all of our generous donors so far. Eileen and Donna, Kimberly, Elizabeth, Samantha, Forrest, and Christy, thank you so much for your donations. The $250 level, that would provide about 3 days at the safe house or 2 domestic violence training sessions for professionals or adult groups in our community. So if you can give it the $250 level, click the button to give. Thank you so much to all of our donors so far. $250. We'd love to see some more donations at that level. Thank you, Kate and Steve. Just clicked in to donate. Tracy, thank you so much. We have other donors. Crystal and David have given. Jacqueline, Deborah, Patricia, Christine and Edward, thank you. And finally, we have the $100 level. Who can give there? Any amount that you give makes a difference. At $100, that provides a night at the Safe House for someone who needs to get away. Or it could provide empowerment counseling for an adult survivor. So if you can give $100, click to donate that now. Wow, we are over $13,000 donated. Thank you so much to Kate and Bob and Kathy who have given, and Nancy. This is amazing. The generosity of these donations is astounding. If you haven't yet given tonight, there's still an opportunity to do so. You can click that other button in the Donate Now tab in order to put in any amount that you want to give. That would be wonderful. All right, so we're going to pass back now to Vanessa.
Oh my gosh, Andy, I'm so excited. The numbers are pouring in. Thank you so much. And let's just thank Andy from HK Keller for helping us do this tonight, virtual gala. It's our very first time. We'd ask you to post something in the chat or just say thank you, or even just share our link on your social media. So as we tally up the total money raised tonight, I want to invite Christy and Christine to join me. We're going to give our team a second here. As they calculate, I just want to do some quick reminders. It's time to announce who will celebrate the Lancaster package. So for those, just a quick reminder, if you donated more than $100, you will be celebrating this downtown package. So Christine, who's the winner?
The winner of the Celebrate Downtown Lancaster package is Crystal Werkel. Congratulations, Crystal.
Tonight has been an amazing night, and we hope that you have enjoyed your time with us as much as we've enjoyed our time with you. We are sincerely grateful for your time and your partnership and your support. Together, we have impacted the lives of those who experience domestic violence and those who are surviving.
All right, are you ready? Because now is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Together, with your help, of course, we have made a difference and raised
$61,515. Wow, that is amazing, and we are so appreciative of your generosity, Lancaster.
We are so grateful and couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of our entire team, thank you so much for your generosity and support of Domestic Violence Services of Lancaster. We hope you continue to celebrate. I know that we will. Thank you, and good night, everybody.